Hey, this is how you can counter the king's hook in arm wrestling. The king's hook is made specifically to work against a press. Unlike a king's move where you're giving away your cup, in a king's hook you will maintain your cup. Now, if your opponent is doing the king's hook, it means that they're expecting you to do some kind of press, most likely the flop press. The reason a king's hook player is going to do the king's hook against a presser is because when you cup, you're taking away pronation from your opponent. And we know that for a presser, pronation is very important, as if you take away pronation from a presser, they're pressing using this part of their hand and they're not able to generate as much power through their press. So they need their pronation. Now, since your opponent is going to do the king's hook, they're expecting you to do the press. Now, you can trick your opponent by making them think that you are going to do the press while actually turning it into a hook. And the hook works great against a king's hook. Since your opponent is already cupping, it's going to be much easier for you to get into a hook. Now, in order for this to work, in the setup, you cannot make it too obvious that you are going to do the hook. So in the setup, you're going to, since the setup of the flop press and the king and the hook are basically the same, you don't have to do much in the setup, but you have to make sure that your opponent does not have a doubt that you will turn it into a hook. Otherwise, he may simply change his technique. So you have to set up inside your body while maintaining height, making it seem like you're actually going to do a flop press. Once your opponent is sure that you are going to go for a press, when the match starts, instead of giving away your wrist, you're actually going to cup your wrist and bring your shoulder forward. The main difference between a press and a hook is that a hook is basically a press while maintaining your cup. So the setup won't seem that obvious, and if you're able to apply this successfully, you would have taken your opponent's pronation and you would have forced them into a hook in a position where you're most comfortable to win the match.